What's going on, guys? I'm supcharls, and today I'm talking about the CSGO clips that I'm going to be showing you for today on this video, and basically talk about some stuff regarding it, I guess, because I obviously do want to upload some CSGO someday, but right now isn't the time since I don't have any capture card to do it, and the Xbox DVR thing isn't really the good one to use to really record when playing, because it really just drags down performance. And I actually did try that out yesterday and it didn't really go too well. I managed to play for a few seconds or maybe a little bit, and then it would start freezing or something like that, and would really be inconsistent with the frames per second and stuff like that. So I decided to just include a nice 3-man kill streak with my USP that I played with on Dust 2, which is some deathmatch. I'm gonna include that, and then I'm gonna include some quick clips that I've hit that I think is pretty nice from my school when I play with some students there really quickly in some competitive matches. And these clips aren't really perfect or anything. It's not because I'm an amazing player in CSGO, and I only just started it up, I think, a little bit after I started up this school year. So it was around August that I really started to play CSGO a little bit more. So it's not like I have a whole lot of experience, and despite that, and not being a PC player primarily, because I'm obviously a PlayStation gamer and I prefer playing with a controller, and especially a DualShock 4 controller now. So for me to play with keyboard and mouse is obviously a difficult thing, but apparently I can adapt really quickly with the gaming gear that they now have at my school. So it does improve performance in some ways, I guess, but I've hit some really nice moments in the past few months time, which I just really wish I could show you viewers, like aces and clutches. So I really wish I could show you viewers all of those clips, but sadly I just realized after yesterday that it is actually possible to rewatch. If you download your competitive matches, that you can rewatch your rounds and stuff like that. And if I knew that from the start when I started to play CSGO at my school more than I would before that, because I didn't really play it at all and I wasn't really a huge fan of it, because Counter-Strike Source is where I really love the gameplay and all those things like spray patterns with each gun and stuff like that, because I was all used to that. So for me to move to CSGO and having to adapt to the new kind of spray patterns for each gun, and even having some new weapons in the game as well, and something like the MP5 being taken out, is obviously something new for me. So now I'm slowly becoming better and better, and I received yesterday a new rank, which was Master Guardian or something like that, a golden AK-47 basically. I don't really know the ranks too well. I don't really go too much into it either, because I don't care. I just want to have fun, try and learn it, I guess, and improve so that I can someday, when I can record gameplays with an Elgato Game Capture HD60 Pro at home, then I can obviously have some experience ready to hopefully upload some gameplays in the future, or deathmatch or whatever, because as it is right now I can't do that, and I doubt I will upload any competitive full matches and stuff like that. I've just included some clips to upload something different, because this isn't really a thing that I'm used to. And if you compare this to my past CSGO gameplays that I recorded on my laptop, it was horrible. I mean, I didn't know anything about the game. Obviously the guns and all those things was changed throughout this time, I would assume, but I'm not sure. Point is though, I've improved and slowly gathered more knowledge about the game and stuff, so that's pretty awesome. And I'm only still gonna be playing it mostly at my school, if not all the time, because when I'm at home I don't play it, and that is because I'm having that bad habit of really want to record everything. So not having that option is really bad, so I'm just not gonna play it at home at all. But I will, if I hit something in terms of clips in competitive matches or whatever at my school, from now on start recording them. And I also gotta figure out how to get rid of these UI things, like the text on the sides where you can see your team and the enemy team's names and health and what weapon they use and stuff like that. I don't really know how to get rid of that yet with this feeder mode kind of thing, like it is in Call of Duty for me, and I don't even know what it's called here, so I'll just call it feeder mode. And there's also the name and who you are spectating at the bottom that it shows as well, which is also another thing I need to figure out how to get rid of. And then there's also the map, which is different, because obviously you don't see the enemies where they go when you play it, unless of course they fire their guns or whatever. But all in all, it should be something that I can use nonetheless. I don't really mind having it for now, but I would really love to someday being able to get rid of those things so that it is only the minimap. And it would be nice if I could scale it down or something like that, or even just make it look like it is what it looks like for me in game. And also just having the frames per second being more consistent, because I do notice that the Xbox DVR kind of drags it down even on the feeder mode sometimes. So I need to get rid of the menu things options using the console, I would assume, because I expect that there is some sort of command you can type in and then it will get rid of it, but I'm not sure. I don't really know enough about it yet, but for now I hope it will be alright, I guess. But I also really quickly want to mention some gaming news, because I usually now do that with my commentaries. So first of all, Assassin's Creed Origins just released yesterday, I believe, which isn't really a game that I'm gonna be getting because I'm not a huge Assassin's Creed fan at all. Mario Odyssey, I think, is also coming out, or if it hasn't already, or something like that. I don't really know much about it either, but I've seen that it is apparently a trending thing on my Twitter page or homepage or whatever you call it. So that is pretty awesome, I guess. I don't really own a Switch, so I'm not gonna be getting that either. But there's also been some Call of Duty Infinite Warfare news, I guess, in some ways, which is that it is having a quad double XP event going right now. I'm not really sure for how long, but I would assume until Halloween is over or something maybe. And basically it gives you double XP with your player profiles, weapons, mission teams, and double key rate earnings. So that's pretty awesome if you still play that game like me and want to grind some stuff there, because I certainly would. But I also have some bad news regarding my playtime on the PS4, because my DualShock 4 controller actually a few days ago kind of broke. When I want to sprint now, I can't really sprint when I click the L3 on the thumbstick, and playing a game like Call of Duty, you have to move all the time and be fast on things and stuff like that. It's not like Overwatch where you automatically sprint, or Uncharted 4 for this matter. So to me, I can't really play Call of Duty at the moment, or games in general that requires me to sprint, until I get a new controller or fix it. And I've searched it on Google and looked up some solutions for it, because it is annoying, and I know that I can't be the only one who has experienced this issue, because when I sprint for like a few seconds or maybe even less, and then it will stop, and then it will maybe keep going a few times where it starts sprinting, and then it will just glitch up for me with the controller. And even sometimes when I just want to start sprinting, it sprints for a while, or not a while, but actually really quickly, a few steps actually, then it stops, and then it just walks like you're just pushing the stick up to move, which is really annoying to me. And the fact that I can't sprint anymore in Call of Duty games, or even Killzone or Battlefield or whatever, I don't really want to play anything that requires me to sprint until I can get a fix for this. So I need to either open up the controller and fix it, because I've seen some YouTube videos about it, or I need to buy a new controller. That's an issue I have, so yeah, it sucks. Then there's also Xbox One X, which is coming up really soon. I mean, October is almost over. It's almost Halloween as well. Call of Duty World War II is also releasing soon, and I think that's the most interesting things for me, at least. So yeah, not really much else to mention there. And last but not least, Xbox also has released their Games with Gold lineup for November, which is also pretty exciting. I noticed that Tales from the Borderlands is being given out for free now, so that's awesome. Would really recommend, well, Xbox owners to try it out if they haven't already, because it's an awesome story. And I really loved it myself, and probably think it's the best Telltale Games title that I've played so far. So I really hope that it will get in season 2, but really is a good story and really funny humor and all those things. So an awesome game to see that being given out for Xbox finally. PlayStation Plus already had it a few months back, so it would be nice to see it being given out for free on PC now someday. That would be awesome. But PS Plus games for November haven't even been announced yet. I don't really know when it will happen, but I assume next Wednesday instead, because it was too early maybe from what they normally use in terms of time to announce their games for this month a few days ago on this last Wednesday of this month. So I assume next week they will do it on November 1st and then make it available for November 7th, because they usually have it on the first Tuesday, so it would make sense to do it next week. But nonetheless, I look forward to it. So some pretty exciting times, and I think that is pretty much all I really wanted to mention. It will be a little bit of a different video, so hopefully you viewers enjoyed this video, and hopefully I will see you guys on the next one.